Дай морковку. Отдай морковку. Амура, отдай.
So you must go.
This is my beautiful rainbow croissant matcha.
Sometimes I think, and then I forget.
Puppy, bear, bunny, Yoda, seal.
Did you chew up this pillow? Huh? Did you? Hey! Hey, no!
What was that? No way, Jose. You can't come in the house with the hose.
Meow. Meow. Meow meow. Meow meow meow.
Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, I Made a New Friend at the Park and Quote. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you Don and Apos, like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another day with Bai, the happiest dog in the neighborhood. Every morning starts almost the same. I wake up, stretch, make a cup of coffee, and before I even finish pouring it, I hear a familiar sound. Scratch, scratch, wag, wag. That can only mean one thing. Bai is already waiting by the front door with his favorite blue leash in his mouth. His bright brown eyes sparkle with excitement as if he and Apos saying, and quote, come on. The park ISN and Apos, going to explore itself, end quote. I laugh every single time because he acts like every walk is the greatest adventure of his life. The weather Kuden and Apos, have been more perfect that morning. The sun was warm but gentle, birds were singing, and a cool breeze made the trees dance softly above us. As soon as we reached the park, Bai and Apos, nose immediately went to work. He sniffed every flower. He inspected every bench. He greeted every tree like an old friend. Sometimes I wonder if dogs remember smells the same way we remember faces. Children were playing soccer nearby, cyclists rolled past with cheerful smiles, and elderly couples enjoyed their morning walks. The entire park felt peaceful and full of happy energy. Bai trotted beside me proudly, his fluffy tail wagging like a tiny flag. Then suddenly, he stopped. His ears stood straight up. His eyes became twice as wide. He had spotted another dog. Not just any dog. A fluffy golden puppy about the same size as Bai was sitting quietly beside a little girl under a big oak tree. The puppy noticed Bai at exactly the same moment. They stared at each other. Neither barked. Neither moved. For a few funny seconds, they simply looked at one another as if trying to decide, end quote. Could this become my new best friend? End quote. Bai looked back at me, then back at the puppy, then back at me again. His tail began wagging faster and faster. I smiled. End quote. Go say hello, Bai, end quote. That was all the permission he needed. He happily trotted toward the puppy with tiny, careful steps. The other puppy did the same. When they finally met, they gently sniffed each other and Apos' noses. Then their tails started wagging together. It looked like they had already become friends without saying a single word. The little girl and Apos' family smiled at us. End quote. His name is Coco, end quote, she said. I introduced Bai, and just like that, a completely ordinary morning became the beginning of a brand new friendship. Within only a few minutes, Bai and Coco acted as though they had known each other forever. They ran circles around the grass. They chased the same tennis ball. Sometimes Bai would let Coco catch it first. Other times Coco would pretend to run away so Bai could playfully catch up. Neither dog cared about winning. They simply enjoyed playing together. Watching them reminded me that friendship doesn't and Apos need complicated conversations. Sometimes all it takes is kindness. The funniest moment happened near the small drinking fountain for dogs. Bai carefully waited while Coco drank first. When Coco finished, Bai stepped forward. But instead of drinking immediately, he looked back at Coco as if asking, end quote, are you done? I Don and Apos, want to interrupt, end quote. Everyone nearby laughed. Even the other dog owners commented on how polite Bai seemed. After their water break, the adventure continued. They discovered squirrels. They chased floating leaves. They watched butterflies. Whenever one dog became curious about something, the other immediately followed. It was impossible to tell who was leading. Their excitement spread to everyone around them. Children stopped playing to pet them. Several people took photos. An elderly man smiled and said, end quote, watching dogs make friends is one of life and Apos' simplest joys, end quote. I couldn't and Apos' agree more. Later we found a large grassy hill. Bai ran to the top. Coco followed right behind him. Together they stood proudly, looking over the entire park as if they had just climbed a giant mountain. The breeze blew through their fluffy fur. Their tongues hung out happily. Their tails never stopped wagging. For a brief moment, they simply sat together. No running, no barking, just enjoying the beautiful morning side by side. It amazed me how peaceful friendship could look. Eventually, the little girl suggested taking a group photo. Getting two excited dogs to stay still turned out to be almost impossible. Every time I said, end quote, smile, end quote. I looked at Coco. Coco looked at a bird. Then both dogs looked in opposite directions. Finally, I squeaked by and Appo's favorite toy. At exactly the same second, Coco heard another dog and Appo's bark. The result? One hilarious picture whereby smiled proudly at the camera, while Coco appeared to be laughing at something behind us. Honestly, it became my favorite photo of the day because it captured exactly who they were. Happy, playful, perfectly imperfect. After almost 2 wonderful hours, it was finally time to head home. The sun was climbing higher. The park was becoming busier. People continued arriving while others packed up to leave. I called Bai. Usually he comes immediately. This time, he looked at me, then looked at Coco, then slowly walked back to me before turning around once more. It almost seemed as if he wasn't Appo's ready to say goodbye. Coco felt the same way. The 2 dogs gently touched noses again. Their tails wagged a little slower now. The little girl smiled. End quote. We come here every Saturday morning. End quote. I smiled back. End quote. So do we. End quote. I tilted his head as if he somehow understood. Before leaving, the dogs shared one final playful run across the grass. No words, just pure happiness. As we walked home, I looked back at the park several times. I think he hoped Coco might still be watching. When we finally arrived home, I was completely exhausted. He drank a big bowl of water, stretched across the living room floor, and fell asleep almost instantly. Even while sleeping, his paws twitched every now and then. Maybe he was dreaming about chasing tennis balls with his new friend. Maybe he was remembering their adventure. Or maybe he was already looking forward to next Saturday. Seeing Bai make a new friend reminded me that friendship often begins with one small moment of courage. Bai wasn't Appo's afraid to walk over and say hello. Because he did, both dogs had one of the happiest mornings ever. Sometimes we humans hesitate too much. We worry about being awkward. We overthink what to say. We wonder if someone will like us. Dogs Don and Appo's carry those worries. They approach others with open hearts, curiosity, and kindness. That simple attitude can teach us so much. Life becomes brighter when we welcome new friendships, smile at strangers, and stay open to unexpected connections. Not every new person we meet will become a lifelong friend, but every genuine interaction has the chance to make an ordinary day unforgettable. Just like Bai and Coco, we Don and Appo's need perfect words or perfect timing to build meaningful relationships.